a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Maryland's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire, and you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Martin back to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Goes to the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
He splits to the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the running game. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man, it's White. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
And that's good enough for 1st down.
Martin will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Glass. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on the screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Good, right down the boulevard. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Navy will go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Martin back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Caught over the middle. It's White. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First and goal, Maryland.
The Terrapins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back gets the gift. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Martin will throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights, and now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, the defense came into this game ready for the quarterback option, and everyone played their assignment. They forced the quarterback to keep it. They rallied to him, made a tackle. Nice job early in this game playing good assignment football.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Martin back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Glass. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's White. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Working the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Navy will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Dropping back, it's McMillan. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. but I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Sends it back in motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe.
And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Sends it downfield. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Takes it the other way. Inside, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Navy!
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense and score some points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He takes it at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball's snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! The defense putting points on the board. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Runs through the tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it down the middle. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Navy will go back on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Hurley. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football. But
there he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. That's caught. It's fired. Smashes through the tackle. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the...
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Martin will throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Glass. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll get him stopped just short zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Maryland! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Navy quick to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Bring in the Heat. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Navy will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 17, and the Maryland offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose